When we last left Owen on his family's isolated Oregon property, he had just discovered a horrifying truth. The impossible knocking he'd heard at his front door had also been heard by his mother on her window and his sister on her office door, all at the exact same time. The house wasn't just being approached, it was surrounded. After a long, tense night of absolute silence, the entity began its true assault. The next night, Owen had to take the dogs out, forcing him back into the creature's territory. He was immediately enveloped by a strange, ambient hum from the deep woods. But the hum was quickly pierced by something far more direct. From the direction of that pitch-black metal garage came chanting, a short, guttural sentence that felt ancient and deliberate. It confirmed his deepest fear. This wasn't a random force of nature. It was intelligent. By the third night, the entity's approach shifted from psychological to physical. As Owen took out the last dog for the night, a deafening crash erupted from near the unlit garage, as if something enormous and heavy had been thrown down with violent force. The thing in the woods was no longer just making its presence known, it was closing in. He was wrong to think that was the worst it could get. On the fourth night, a new sound emerged from the woods, a sound that was closer and unmistakably predatory. And right before this unseen threat finally reveals its physical form, consider subscribing so you don't miss the conclusion to this and other terrifying true stories. The sound was a low, guttural hiss mixed with a deep growl. His heart pounding, Owen stepped onto his illuminated porch, the only safe space left, and forced himself to scan the darkness where the garage should be. And that's when he saw them. There, floating in the pitch-black void, were two eyes calmly staring back at him. They were glowing faintly, and they were positioned a terrifying 7 or 8 feet off the ground. Owen stumbled inside, his mind racing, desperately trying to put a name to the horror. A skinwalker? It fit the profile, the sounds, the stalking. But then a colder, more specific dread took hold. A dread rooted not in general legend, but in his own heritage. Owen is of Anishinaabe heritage. The skinwalker is a legend of the Southwest. But the wendigo is a creature from the stories of his own people. He was forced to face the final, horrifying possibility that this thing hadn't chosen his house at random. It may have chosen him.